There are things you speak and it will remain with your children for the rest of their lives.
Hello, my viewers. My name is John once again. Tonight, you are welcome to the YIA Think Show and YIA platform. Tonight, we are going to have a little discussion and also learn something very much important, which at the end, after this program, I believe strongly is going to help you and your family. So wherever you are watching me from, is today being the first day, watching us, this is YIA platform. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel and also share the program to reach more people. And don't forget, my dear listeners, if you want to support us, the only thing that you can do is to subscribe to the channel and make sure you share every single program that we bring on the platform. Now tonight, the program is entitled Your Words or Your Words. Okay, now before we continue this program, please, there is a video I want us to go and listen to it, and after that, we will continue.
There are things you speak and it will remain with your children for the rest of their lives. Give hope. You can rebuke, but wisely. You can talk, but wisely. You can even quarrel, but wisely. Control your words. Think before you speak. Go slow with your anger. You find anger is almost busting out, just go on a walk. Walk for about some few kilometers. By the time you come back, sense is in your head. There are things you speak and it will remain with your children for the rest of their lives.
You are welcome back. Now, there is something I always say, that words are very powerful. If you don't know, your words is very powerful. For the Bible says, life and death lies in the power of our tongue. For the tongue has two-edged sword. Okay? So, if you are not careful, you will not know which side of the sword that you are using. Many people are using the wrong side of the sword, and it is creating a lot of confusion in their family, in their lives, in their business. But tonight, before we end up tonight's program, I believe strongly you and your family and your business partners will learn. So please don't forget to join us wherever you are watching from. Stay tuned, and at the end, you shall know the importance of our words. For nothing exists apart from words. For the words of our mouth, of the words of our lips, is God Himself. So He said, so it is based on the words that God creates the universe. That is why it is very much important we need to, know every single word that is coming out of our mouth. Now watch this. In the Garden of Eden, according to the Bible, which you and I believe, okay, we all know that God told Adam not to eat from that tree. One thing I want us to know, the tree which God was talking about was a tree that bear good fruit and at the same time bear what? A bad fruit. This is very, mind-boggling. You ask yourself, what kind of tree is that? But today, it is not about a tree in the Garden of Eden. Why? Today, the tree which God is talking about that we need to be very much careful is our tongue. Because in us, we have the lips or we have the tongue. And out of this tongue that produce good and at the same time what? Bad. If you maybe you have forgotten yourself, but tonight I want us to learn something here. Now, this tongue that I use to declare good things, the same tongue I use to declare bad things. So, if you are not careful, you might use the wrong side of the sword, which is the tongue, to speak evil, and at the end of the day, you shall bear every fruit that came out of your own lips. For the words of our mouth is very powerful. That is why we need to be very careful. Now, imagine that I have a sword in my hand. I was looking for a sword or a knife to demonstrate, but I don't have a knife here with me. So let's assume this is the sword that I'm having right now. Let's assume this is not a sword, but I'm using it as an example that this is the sword that I'm having. Now, this sword, the front side of the sword cut, okay, and the back side of the sword also cut. So if you are using a sword like this, if you are using a sword which ends, the back side and the front side both cut, and imagine if you are giving this sword to a baby, a child who doesn't know, what the back side of the sword can do, before you realize, he will cut himself. Okay, that is why the Bible talk about to be very careful of every single word that we proclaim with our tongue. For the Bible says in the book of Proverbs, life and death lies in our tongue, and who love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So what you can do is to watch your tongue. Don't just open your mouth to talk just because you think you have the guts to talk. No, think of every single word, for you shall face the consequence of every single word that you proclaim from your mouth. For the words of our mouth is very powerful, to the extent that, when you sow the seed, your expectation is that the seed will produce a fruit. Okay? The same way God has, invest in us with his words. For God dwell in us. So every single word that you are proclaiming will define you, and it defines who you are. So if you want to see great things and good things in your life, then you need to declare good things. For whatever a man believes shall come to pass. As I'm talking to you today, every single thing that you see on this world based on our words. It was somebody that designed this that you see. I'm not making adverts here, but that's what I'm having it here in my hands. So I just want to use it as an illustration. So, the car that you are sitting in it, the aeroplane, this gadget as you see here came out of a word. It was somebody that sat down and think and made a proclamation, and make a decision and say, no, I want to make this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. And today, this very thing that the person that spoke out from his mouth, we see with our physical eye. So we need to know and we need to understand that words are very powerful. So I believe the man of God, Stephen Adom-Twadia, saying to the people of this world that there is nothing exists apart from God. And because God is the Word. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and God was with the Word, and God was the Word himself. You need to understand this. Okay? Remember that words are very powerful. So you need to be careful the way you talk to your children. Thank you very much.